So my latest work is called Rootstalk, and it's written in 5 voices, some drawn from myth, others from historical accounts, but all reimagined. And the lives of these characters are shaped by the ghost orchid, or Epipogium aphyllum, which spends most of its life underground and flowers every decade or so. And in Rootstalk, the ghost orchid becomes the point of search and of loss and longing and reconciliation. So the 5 voices are Persephone and Demeter, who are mother and daughter, May and Esther, who are lovers, and Cora, who is a young girl that weaves in and out of those stories. Persephone. To the dead, flowers are wreaths, or a curse of knotweed under their stones. Get me water and a vase. I'll show you the flower I picked before my season in the underworld. But there was no water, they said, and there was no vase. What you ask for, here they are words, not things. The shapes you can see, the shapes you imagine you can see, that you think familiar, are insects, gathering and ungathering. Get me earth, there must be earth. I'm talking to the buried. Demeter. In sleep, I see her planting a flower. I'm carrying her shoes, and the ground thistles are bursting. When I reach her, she is someone else's daughter, snipping the bloom from its ground thread. May and Esther. Out searching, and a warning cracks underfoot. Out again, and the trees lean in, until mud could be shade, and shade the shadow of a woman. It is the nature of woodland to be in on a secret. Botanists know this. Limitless damp for a shyness to root. Persephone. In the upper air, my mother walks to the place where the missing are called for. Parents with torches, a parked car by the lake, and everyone digging. Can you hear the summer drying under her hands? The wasted grass. At home, we'd search for mushrooms. Wood is waxed from elder trees. If I know my mother, she'll be out with forager's eyes, as if I might be curled at the base of a tree. Demeter. When I first put the land in place, I was everywhere at once. She was there for those fields, twinned to a sling of grain. Fields now panicked with dogs, and me crawling. Ask again how far I'd walk to find her. I'll walk everywhere at once. The depth of low-lying wetland, gardens of all lengths, stinking farmland, the meadows I sunk to peat bogs, purple spilt heathland, wintered locks. Cora. You shrink, and with small hands find small things. Nerve ending of lichen, digit of bone. In these stories, there's always a child who knows where to look. When you're older, you'll return to the same opening of fern, but for now, shaped to a fiddlehead, you are patience. Long wait for a flower to brave being seen. There are more women in the woods these days, heads down, muttering into their maps. and more than once, a woman asking the cops for her daughter. You don't talk to the trees round here. Unless you're young, then you might sing in the green world. Demeter. She has her back to me, the singing girl. If I knew the song, I could harmonise, and she would turn and be my child. But I don't, so she doesn't. Persephone. I've been thinking of names for it, trying them out like new pens. Ground rumour, found griever, grief foundling, ghost rumour, rootstock, rootstalk, ghost orphan, ghost orchid.